Good morning, it's Mr. Santoni. So today you will be crafting the first body paragraph of your performance-based assessment. But first, I wanted to go back to yesterday and go over some successful introductions, meaning specifically one successful introduction written by one of your peers. And this is, I'm going to show you this introduction so that you have a good foundation as to what your peers are producing so that maybe you can use some of these ideas and use some of this writing to help you get started with yours if you are struggling. So, remember the PBA prompt. Let's go back to it very quickly. It is right here. How can literature help us remember and honor the victims of the Holocaust? Now, here is an introduction that I found to be quite successful. Let's read it together. What would you do if you were a teenager and had to go into hiding, had to throw away your entire life that you barely got to live, and not be able to live or do anything without being too careful just because of your beliefs and what you think is right? Now, that right there is a pretty decent hook. I would say it's a little bit too long and wordy, but it definitely strikes a chord with the reader. Let's keep going. This was the life of Anne Frank and Blom Emden during the time of the Holocaust. The Holocaust was the systemic murder by the Nazis and their allies of more than 6 million European Jews and others before and during World War II. Now, that sentence right after the hook is very effective because it introduces the idea of both of the authors who the writer is going to be presenting in this paper, and it gives us some context and background information as to the Holocaust. What was the Holocaust? Who were the victims of the Holocaust? Who were the people, the aggressors in the Holocaust? Let's keep going. Many people know Anne for her infamous diary entries from The Diary of a Young Girl, an autobiography that illustrates the struggles of a 13-year-old girl hiding away from people that are trying to take her and her family's life because they are Jewish. Again, here the first text is introduced, A Diary of a Young Girl. I would say that the use of the word infamous is a little incorrect because the Diary of a Young Girl was not infamous. It was famous and it was well renowned. It was critically acclaimed and it's essential literature when it comes to understanding the Holocaust and the events of the Jewish people. I do like, and this is something that everyone needs to do, that when you mention a text, mention the genre. So here, this writer said, The Diary of a Young Girl, an autobiography. So that is essential. Make sure you do that. And then same as for Blom Emden in the memoir, I'll Go Fetch Her Tomorrow. This transition needs a little bit of work, but that's something that I spoke to the writer about. Same goes for Blom Emden in the memoir I'll Go Fetch Her Tomorrow by Blom Emden. There's a little bit of repetition here with the author's name that can be fixed easily. With Marcel Prince, Miss Emden reveals her experience hiding around the Netherlands to escape the Nazis' control. Both Anne and Blom open their readers' eyes and bring recognition to the people who were in hiding and also to those who survived by just explaining their experiences while in hiding. Remembering such events like this can show that commemorating the past can help forestall the same from recurring in the future. So, right there, we have the thesis, the main idea of the writer. Introducing both of these writers, Anne Frank and Blom Emden, and how by them writing the experiences they survived, and remembering these events and forcing the reader to confront these events, to remember them, can show that commemorating the past, meaning honoring the past, acknowledging it, honoring it, can help forestall the same from reoccurring in the future. So it can help forestall, meaning prevent the same tragedies or catastrophes from occurring in the future. This is a very, very powerful introduction. Of course, little changes can be made and writing can always be improved, but this is a solid foundation for what I am looking for in an introduction. Please go back and fix what you need to fix. By this point, I would have given you comments if you completed your introduction yesterday. So just do the best you can. Today, you will be writing your first body paragraph. Remember that needs a topic sentence, context, evidence, and analysis. So that's all I have right now. If anyone has any questions, please reach out. And that's all I have for you today. Thank you.